Kiddos, Chapter 11. Here's your quick synopsis and rundown of what to expect in Chapter 11. First of all, you see Chapter 11 is entitled Area. It's 4 simple letters. A-R-E-A. R-A. Aria. Area. Please don't let that fool you, though. It's only 4 letters, but it is extremely powerful. You know what's funny is what you see here is it says it's the most frequently used concepts of all of them in geometry throughout your lifetime. It's the most commonly one that you use, which is really strange. A couple things that you need to make sure that you go back and look over and refresh your memory on is this. One is the Pythagorean theorem. I know you know it, but go back and look at that. That's an important one that we use many times throughout this chapter. Special right triangles meaning like 45, 45, 90, 30, 60, 90, all the Pythagorean triples. Go back and refresh your memory on those. Look back through your proof portfolio. But those are things you need to go look at for sure. Properties of similar figures. That means once we prove triangles similar and any kind of shape, polygon, whatever, similar, it meant certain things about the ratios of their corresponding sides. Go back and look at that. That's some things that kind of rear their ugly head again in this particular chapter. And what you're going to see, what's pretty cool, is the problems that are in later sections in this chapter, they actually prepare you very well for chapter 12, which, believe it or not, is the last chapter we talk about this year. Crazy, I know. So that's for sure a couple things. Some other things that you're going to look at and see in this chapter is we're going to find all this, all the areas of these particular formulas. There'll be more. A rectangle is one. I know you think you know it, but there's many more things than just rectangle that we're going to find the area of. The formula and theorem for the area of a parallelogram is what we're going to talk about. One's also going to be a triangle, the formula and area of that. And as I'm going through these, you could be thinking, oh, I wonder if I know that. I wonder if I know it. Many of you probably do. The area of a trapezoid, that's cool. Area of a kite, that's another one. And the area of a rhombus is going to be another one that we talk about. So there's kind of the main 6, if you will, polygons that we've already discussed that now we're going to find the areas of. And then we're also going to talk about this, regular polygons. Regular is a word that we talked about before. And within regular polygons, how to pronounce this word A-P-O-T-H-E-M. I'm not going to pronounce it for you. You can take your guess. We'll not only talk about how to pronounce it, but what it means and how to use it, of course. Circles, sectors, and segments. Other things we're going to talk about. And then some of you are thinking this, well, segments, we've talked a lot about those this year. And you're right, but I'm not talking about those things where you draw a little dot, draw a line, and another little dot. That's a segment. It's not, you don't have an area of a segment. That's a linear thing. It's not an actual closed region that you can find the area of. That's not what I'm talking about. You'll see what it is once we get to that stuff later on in the chapter for chapter 11. And then the last 2 things, these 2 guys, there's an older gentleman named, the guy named Hero of Alexandria, and a guy named Brahmagupta that came up with theorems and or formulas that we use for different things, which it'll be fun. It'll be cool. But when you know what's neat, after we're done upon completing this chapter, here's what you're going to be able to do. You see that's this flag here, it's United States of American flag, the USA flag. You're going to see different colors, of course, the red, white, and blue. You're going to know after this chapter how to find the exact area of the amount of red that's on the flag, the amount of white that's on the flag, and the amount of blue. It's actually going to be really cool. You know what's neat too? Jamaica. Yeah, man. We're going to Jamaica, man. That is something else that you'll be able to find the area of. The black, the green, and the yellow, and then whatever that shape is in there. Here's another one, St. Lucia. You see some colors of that. This is kind of dark, but it's really supposed to be blue, a deep blue. It's really cool. And there's triangle shapes on there. You'll be able to find the area of that white, the black triangle, which is weird looking, but it is a couple triangles. And of course the yellow one. And then the last one is just Jordan because it was a cool picture. I don't know, whatever. So you'll be able to find the areas of those. In fact, this is actually previewing a little chapter project that you're going to be doing with flags, so it's going to be pretty cool there too. And here's a couple things I want to tell you, just a word of caution. Please, this is my heartfelt thing to you all. Take the chapter seriously. I know it's only, like I told you, it's only 4 letters. But there's so much more to area than just memorizing the formulas. You're going to be dealing with all kinds of different things with these shapes and these formulas to delve into more deeper topics of area. So you see this, it says memorize, it should say no, memorize and know the theorems and formulas. That's definitely something without a doubt that you need to do, as we've been doing the whole time. Last thing is, doing the little extra in this chapter will make the last chapter of the year be a breeze for you. That is the truth. You take a little bit extra time in this section, chapter that is, to learn the stuff that you need to learn. With all the theorems and areas and stuff, you will see chapter 12. You will be able to coast, man. You'll be able to coast and do very, very well in that chapter. So your hard work and effort and doing homework and keeping up with homework in this chapter will pay major dividends in chapter 12. and coast you through the rest of the year, which is going to be cool. So that's it. I'm done. That's chapter 11. I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's get into it. Let's go find some areas. Talk to you soon.